and welcome to the new decade's first episode of 3-Minute Mysteries. And the 20s have just started and have already brought us lots of new things. A new microphone, for example, more followers, a new book, also a war. Yes, there's lots of scary stuff, but also a lot of nice comforting stuff in the news, which is mostly fake anyway. Just remember to do as I do. I always take things with a grain of salt, and a slice of lemon, and a shot of tequila. As I mentioned earlier, there's a new book. A collection of 9 short stories by 2 brothers, one of which happens to be me. Yes, I know, I had a 50-50 chance. I could have been the other one. Anyway, the short stories are funny, witty, there's a dragon somewhere, and they are all collected in an anthology we called 9x2, which is now available for pre-order on Amazon. You can find the link in the video description. On to the next bit. During the Christmas hauls, I challenged you with a little riddle from my Facebook page. The riddle was, a man is walking next to his brother. They were both born naturally from the same parents. They are the same age and physically identical. And yet, they are not twins. The answer to the riddle was, they are not twins because they are triplets. There is a third identical brother. And the people who answered correctly on the Facebook page get to be mentioned here. And they are Mary Gregerson from Seattle, Phil Bradley from Cheshire, and Edward Darkslade from Phoenix in Arizona. And Edward is also a good friend of mine, and he has his own very funny channel called The Darkslade Diaries, which I invite you to check out. And now it's time to give the solution to the mystery story in session 6. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it means you're not following my channel, so it's entirely your fault. After you clicked subscribe, you can go back to episode 6 and listen to the mystery story there. And here comes the solution. The inspector knew it wasn't a suicide because when he pushed the play button on the cassette player, the tape played from the start of the message. So someone else had wound the tape back to the beginning after the victim's death. And there was a prize for the first person to guess the solution correctly, and we have a winner. Congratulations to you, Pipnid, because you get a signed copy of the 45th Nail. Very well done. All right, now that I've done that, it's time for the first mystery story of the year. Sweet. And I'll start off with something that is not too complicated and with no horrible crime committed. Unless you're British, because it has to do with tea being served wrongly, so it may be a crime for you. I don't know. Here we go. A woman was sitting in a cafe. Just as she was about to take the first sip from her tea, she realized to her disgust that there was a fly floating inside the cup. Immediately, she called the waiter and asked for a new cup of tea. The waiter returned a few minutes later with a second cup. The woman took one sip and shouted, "You've brought me the same tea again!" And she was right. But how could she know? Do you know? Well, if you need a little help, watch the final part of this video again because I left a clue for you. Comment, as usual, with the solution, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for your time and attention. Bye-bye.